So, thanks to the internet, it ruined my pattern. I can still kill it. It's just gonna take longer. It's just gonna take longer. Didn't fire. Basically got screwed. Freaking internet dropped. So there wasn't much to do. As soon as you finish an arena, the next logical step to do is to go back and go get Meganaut. The buff is too long. The buff lasts for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's too long. The buff shouldn't be more than 90 seconds maximum, between 75 and 90 seconds. 2 minutes is too much. 2 minutes 30 seconds is ridiculous. So that's to me one of the issues that still exist. It just doesn't make sense for a buff to last that long. So, like I said, this is probably a bot match for sure. Because if there's a real person playing and they left all of my stuff here, they did this completely wrong. Yeah, that's super annoying. Something should die and then they get to transform to primal. Because the reason I tell you it's annoying is it does not work very well for me. It fails 2/3 of the time. That exact same thing. But the computer gets it off whenever they want. A lot of people I play again get it off whenever they want. It's super annoying. Yay. So if there are real people in the game and they came in late, they can't really win. I'm 15,000 points ahead. If you notice, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go get the heavy down here too, or the double damage down here, just so I can go kill the behemoth. I'm doing alternating fire because it still does quicker damage and I save ammo. If I go between renegade flamethrower, renegade flamethrower, renegade flamethrower, it melts the opposition and I save ammo. I kill it a lot faster. And the reason I like getting that buff is it gives me a damage buff also. The reason you saw me shooting into it, so the reason Primal Fire to me is still the better way to go. Primal Fire at level 20, which is what I have mine at, will do 7,500 damage over 3 seconds. Um, to the It'll do 7,500, sorry, damage to the whatever I shoot it at. If I have Vanguard, it's also healing me every time it ticks and does damage. I get 14 heal automatically. If I'm using the flamethrower, every time the flamethrower hits it, it's getting a 14 heal automatically. If I'm shooting that at it and I'm using my Renegade and Renegade is hitting, Renegade in 10 seconds will generate about 600. I mean, in a second, will generate about 600 health. If I'm doubled, it'll generate about 1,000, about 1,209 health. I mean, 290 health. So plus 14. So like, it builds up really, really fast. So that's why I don't think a lot of folks get, like, Primal Fire is probably one of the most strongest things in the game. Even if you're using a weak weapon, if you're using Primal Fire, a weapon that's slow, Primal Fire will allow you to actually take down boss creatures super quick. Primal Fire's claim to fame is the more health something has, it can, once they have a lot of health, it can chunk out every 3 seconds. It can take out 7,500 health. Every time you hit something with it, 7,500 health will go. If you're dealing with a human character and they have these gigantic health bars, like 7 or 8 of them, even though it won't get to that 7,000, they're still losing a whole lot more health from you hitting them with Primal Fire than any other weapon. And it's continuous, and you're healing. You can run away, healing is still happening, no matter how far away you are. So it's one of the best things to play. The only reason, like I said, with the Eventide is, like, I don't care about Overseers. The other team never has to get to one. I don't care. If the other team the game is close and they get to Overseer, I just try to get the Behemoth and get us into like the 27,000, and then I go for the Overseer, and I only need to get rid of the two what do you call it, 2 bars of the Overseer's health. I don't even have to kill it, and if I kill it, I most likely will win the game. And I've done that. Like, there was a game I was playing, I got down the 2 bars, a player came at the end to stop me, the Overseer was at a sliver of health, I rolled back, threw out a Primal Fire, 2 bursts of the Flamethrower, 32,000 points. We gained 3,000 points extra at the end, or 2,500 points extra at the end. So it's like an auto win. It's, like I said, pattern-wise, I'm not 100% sure how people play and why they play the way they do. I don't understand if you're a live player and you're leaving the what do you call it? And you're leaving the Imperials on the screen. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. They should be the first thing to go. It's literally keeping your score up. Like, let's say you lost both events, and my primals and my Imperial Guardians are still up. I have no idea what you're doing, man. You, like, if you're a live person, you're trying to lose. And what's weird is, you would think, oh, this only happens when you're playing against new people. No, there's a lot of people who play the game, and they want to do very specific things. They want to protect their stuff. They don't want to go for your stuff. They just want to protect their stuff. And one of the constant points of war, defense, games, and everything that you play, sports, you can't win. To win on defense alone is super hard. You're basically making the game harder than what it really is. The easiest way, the best defense is a really good offense. It's a silly concept, but yeah, it's kind of true. It actually is kind of true. The idea is, when I say a good offense, people think it's player versus player offense. No, my offense is for high value targets. That's what my offense is about. My offense is not about being able to kill people quickly. Who cares? People are worth like 10 points, maybe 5 points on the general score. Um, Big targets like the Imperials and stuff like that, those were worth 2,000. Those are the ones I need to be able to kill quick. That's where my offense needs to be its strongest. That's how my builds are designed. Every build is designed to get that stuff quick. Cause nice. I'm gonna go help. Thanks for the slow. Now you pay. Once it's at 12 seconds, if this thing is fully healthy, I don't really have to stay. And it looks like it's doing well. You just want to do a quick defense just so you can get the 2,000 for winning the event also. Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. 250 points right there. I would like to get this one personally because then I don't have to come rolling all the way back from the top. I'm from the bottom. Yeah. So next thing is I need ammo. Like my build does not work without heavy ammo. It's half as effective. And the reason the Renegade is so much better for me than Finlay is the amount of damage it does and how much healing I get. Every second I heal 1,000. Every second I can heal 1,290 every second. So for me to basically give that up to drop down to around 80 per every few bullets, and I have to spin up to get that speed, it's not worth it. That's why the Finlay, if that's what you have, I would say it works well with Warborn. But if you say by preference, my preference is the Renegade. And this heal is maybe around the heal that I get from using the Renegade is only around like 13 less than what I used to get at level 20. It's only 13 less. But with the 14 from the with the 14 that I'm getting from there, it's equal to how much I used to get with Warborn Amulet. But it has to be double damage. That's the issue. It has to be double damage. At double damage, I'm getting close to what I used to get. That's why, while the double damage buff is nice, what the double damage buff kind of proves is your guns need to be stronger. Because the guns play well at high levels, at high strength. But what's happening is it's just one person getting that. To me, make this buff stronger, make the Mega Knot buff the way it used to be. It goes to the whole team. Make it last 45 seconds like it used to, because it wasn't an hour like it's going on right now, and it would work better. I prefer the general buff to the team versus the general buff to one person. And it doesn't transfer. You die, it's gone. I think that was a much better way. This double damage stuff, it just proves that your primaries are weak. It proves that most of your primaries suck, and it proves that some of your heavies are just okay in damage. If they were on par where they needed to be, you wouldn't need the double damage buff all the time to make them feel right. Because back in the day, I used to think the Mega Knot buff sucked, except like when I would be in the middle of killing something, and then a teammate would get it, and I'd be fighting the Overseer, and then like, oh man, that extra damage is sweet. So it's a good thing to have, like for a teammate to get for you. It's actually pretty damn neat. So, and that one was more team based. This one is all individual based, and I don't think it's better. I think it's actually worse. It's too damn strong too. I liked it in Slayer the same way too. To me, it's a it's a better buff when it's helping your team than when it's helping one person. I think it's a better buff that way. Tricks, folks. Who needs a jump pad? And I can just roll across. Yuck, 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 yuck. But if you could get the 6 outposts and destroy the Overseer, it'd be kind of a cool way for the team that's losing to actually get a win. Because this way I can actually come back. It's not super easy to do, but it's a possible way to win. Get out of the way, man. You cuckoo bananas, dog. Damn it. Wanted that. Oh, it's this one? Okay, I gotta be careful. He who primals last wins. Now is the time. You have bested your enemy. Ooh, I'm in the right spot. Go. Ooh. I don't have to go all the way over there. I'll go here. Like, this is why I don't know why somebody would thumbs down the mercy rule. You need to win the events, and you need to get that Overseer. And you don't want to be in Final Harvest while it's happening. If that Overseer came out when I reached 15,000, the game would actually be closer. They would actually have to program the bots to go for it to actually help. I think we can beat it before the flashpoint. And that's the point. Because if we win the flashpoint, we can actually end the game. Hurry up. I agree. Thank you. Get out of the way. How would we do that? That was just wrong way. Yes. Yeah, it's over. It's a bot match, but it's pretty easy. Like I said, it's the best patterns to run. So I'm not 100% sure why anybody would leave the Imperials to the end of the game. I mean, unless you're playing like a 1v2 and the people are preventing you from getting it, or you're playing people who are defending it hard while there are people going for it on your side. Like, that's literally what should be happening. With everybody's playing Defend the Guardian and no one's playing Attack your Guardian, your Imperial Guardians, then the game's being played wrong. I used to play in, I would come into C games and those things would just be sitting there. I still went for the exact same thing. I still went for killing them first. It was hard because there were like 2 or 3 guys defending it. But guess what happened? It died anyway. Because to me, That's 4,000 points sitting on the map. Why would I let 4,000 points if we're behind? Why is the team not going for 4,000 points? It's like, why wouldn't you want them? And then when the overseers are sitting there, I used to go, like I said, my whole game was a 9,000 point swing. Just get those four and the overseer, those three and the overseer, those three and the overseer. The core behemoth became something I started going for since 15.1. It wasn't one of those things I went for a lot, but now it's like it's so easy to get stuff from it and win games with it. Now it became part of the things that I always kill or try to always kill. So yeah, and even when you lose it, there's so many crystals there. You kill the guy, you get up to 12 crystals from that thing. At 250 a piece, it's worth it. It's 3,000 points sitting right there on the table. So yeah, it's also worth taking it. So it's literally, I believe the core behemoth is worth 4,500. Yeah, it should be 4,500 because I believe it's like 1,200 or 1,500 when you kill it, and then it drops 3,000 in crystals. If you can run back all 12 crystals, you get that 4,500 that it's been worth. So it's a pretty neat concept. Like if you kill an overseer now, it drops 4 gigantic blue crystals. um, the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, I know it's not a Catalyst Black thing, but this is a game I've been playing that I kind of enjoy. It's Flash Party. Catalyst Black, they're reworking the shop, and they're also reworking Ascension. Eventually will be reworked, so it's a little bit easier to do, I guess. Well, not easier. The problem I have with it is once you're in the high levels, it's not rewarding at all, and it doesn't feel like you're moving at all. The one thing I can say about this game, so I'll show you a very similar concept that they have that's very similar to the Ascension ladder. It's called the Star Pass. And what I like about it is there's milestones that are really easy to get all along the way on your way to getting like the really large amount of stars that you need to get the next stuff. So just looking at the Star Pass, so it starts off really low, very similar to Catalyst Black. It starts off really low. You get like 10 stars if you win, 2 stars if you lose. If you do okay in certain modes, you get like, what do you call it? 4 stars in other modes. If you win, you get 13 stars, right? All you're doing is you're collecting stars. But every 50 to 100 between each star, there's something to get. That's more efficient. Even though it's not super big or whatever, it's still a lot more fun because you're always achieving something every 50, every 50, every 50. Every 50, something is coming out. So what's kind of cool is whenever you're looking at it on the thing, in 10 matches, win this. In 10 matches, win that. Win 10 matches, get this. The characters, there's like 18 characters, and most of the characters, except for 3 or 4, are not in the start or in the chart. It's less, it's 15 characters. Most of them you can get through this pass. What they sell is they sell skins, they sell boosts, they sell a pass where, here's what's interesting too about their star pass, right? The star card. You buy the card, you have a road that's going on. There's a free version, and then if you have a star card, you get this second one, which is to me pretty cool. I think that's like the neatest thing you can do. You're getting half as much. If you pay a little bit more, you get twice as much. I think that's a pretty neat concept too, for giving you rewards. And these are very similar to when you're playing Catalyst Black. They've got missions that are always coming up and resetting no matter what you do. They update. Um, they update every day, but the missions are always around. And there's also special missions that you get if you have a star card. To me, again, that's why a battle pass kind of makes sense. You don't make a battle pass something that you only get good stuff, but you can create gear or skins or things that are specific, and all they are is cosmetics. And the battle pass gives you access to those cosmetics, and you give currencies to help buy the cosmetics. That's literally it. You don't give currencies that level up. You don't give currencies that make the game easier to play. Um, you give currencies that are only for visual aesthetics. And I'll just show you their shop real quick. What I like about their shop is it's broke up into multiple things. There's the limited time stuff. There's the daily premiums. And the daily premiums is pretty smart. It's very simple stuff. You can level up your characters, right? So you need coins and you need energy drinks. Energy drinks is the level that has to be reached under them, and then it costs a certain amount of coins to push them up a certain level. That's it. It gives you bonuses in your damage and in your defense. That's all. No more, no less. That's what all the updates do. Then they have party picks. Those coins are your premium currency that you can buy for real money, and then you can buy skins, which are beautiful. You can buy skins. You can buy new heroes. And that's pretty much it. Like, and then that's the Stardust shop. It's another currency inside games. Let's say like a harvest token from Catalyst Black. You can buy emojis, which are neat. There are effects for when you knock somebody out of the screen. You can buy special effects for that. There are things that platforms that you stand on when you regenerate. You can buy a special platform for that. So again, you're selling cosmetic things. You're not selling boosts to make the character stronger. So in Catalyst Black, sell gun colors, sell skin colors, get people in red shirts, even if their design is yellow. Simple things like that, people will pay for it. And you don't basically ruin the game. And all of this is extra. All of this is, what do you call it, not stuff that you can get easily. If you also add in the star charts or star pass, you might create like you can get a primal in there. Like after you finish an ancient bundle, you can also put the stuff in star charts after that and make them for a season that you can only get that stuff through the pass. So it's just delayed gratification. You could either get it by luck, or you could get it through the star chart, or you can buy it outright. So your outright period should be somewhere between around 2 to 3 weeks. So like 21 days. Ancient bundles are the only way to get certain things. Then I would say you switch that off a little bit, where you say the star chart, the season lasts for about a month, so on and so forth. Like this is its third season. And what they did with their season is, so this is their season chart. It goes up to 70, right? And inside that chart, this character, the only way you can get the character right now is through the star chart, is through the pass. Last season, this character, Mr. 5, he was also only available through the pass. Now you can get him through a chest. So like, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do for their I don't know what they're gonna do